You've got $10 in your pocket, a rumbling in your stomach, and a big question to answer. McDonald's versus Taco Bell. In today's episode of the Infographic Show, we'll be putting the Big Mac against the Crunch Wrap, the Clown against the Chihuahua, and you might be surprised by the results. Round 1. Tale of the Tape. Obviously, these two fast food giants are household names, amongst the largest in the world. But which is the largest? McDonald's is known worldwide since its founding in 1940, and a look at the data is pretty staggering. In 2024, the company had almost 13,500 units in the United States alone, with almost all of them being franchises. When you look in the global market, the number more than doubles to a staggering 40,000 in countries around the world. That's taken the company to a global revenue of over $25 billion. Can the much newer Taco Bell compete? In a word, no. The Bell will have other categories to shine in, but McDonald's has built a lead that is near impossible to compete with. But that doesn't mean Taco Bell hasn't made up ground since it debuted on the scene in 1962. Today it has around 7,400 units in the United States, over 90% of them franchisees, and globally it rises to just over 8,500. Taco Bell has not really cracked the international market in the same way its rival has, and while its total revenue of $15.9 billion is impressive, there is no beating the Golden Arches this time. Winner, McDonald's. But where does the competition fit in? Round 2. The market. To stay on top of the fast food game, you need to be the first name your customer base thinks of, and the more competitors you have, the harder it gets. That is definitely the case for McDonald's. While they might still be the top name in burgers, the Burger King definitely wants that crown. Don't count out Little Wendy's either. And then there's the scrappy new kids on the block like Shake Shack, Sonic, and Wahlburgers. And if In-N-Out breaks its West Coast containment, all bets are off. The burger market is mobbed and it's only going to get more crowded. But how many burrito battlers are out there? The picture is a little more complicated when it comes to Mexican food. Taco Bell is the top Mexican chain in the United States, although every major city has a few hundred independent taquerias at this point. There are other Mexican chains out there, most notably Chipotle. But while Taco Bell emphasizes value and old-school Tex-Mex food, Chipotle emphasizes larger meals with premium meats. The two chains coexist, but they don't really compete for the same diners. The same goes for smaller chains, Qdoba and Moe's Southwest Grill. That leaves Taco Bell standing alone if you want an affordable Mexican fix, unless you want to take your chances with some Jack-in-the-Box tacos. Winner, Taco Bell. But enough about money, it's all about the taste, right? Round 3. The menu. The McDonald's menu is famous worldwide, with some items needing no introduction, like the Big Mac. It's also surprisingly diverse. Burgers are the biggest driver, but they also serve chicken sandwiches, the world-famous McNuggets, and even the Filet-O-Fish, which was initially created to cater to Catholics who didn't eat meat on Friday. There'll usually be something for everyone. And then there's breakfast, which is a whole other side to the menu, offering eggs, pancakes, McMuffins, and those delicious hash browns. It's so popular that Mickey D's even offered all-day breakfast for a while. What about Taco Bell? Taco Bell knows what it's good at and it sticks to it. Classic Tex-Mex flavors. The menu is packed with every version you can imagine of tacos, burritos, quesadillas, as well as Taco Bell originals like Crunch Wraps. But for all the variety you can have here, the options are a little more limited than McDonald's. Most dishes consist of a tortilla or a taco shell, chicken or ground beef, add-ons like lettuce, beans, or rice, and a whole lot of cheese. If you want Taco Bell classic Mexican food, the world is your oyster, but there isn't as much here for differing tastes. However, its newer breakfast menu, featuring early morning versions of burritos and quesadillas, has gotten good reviews from hungry diners. Hash brown stuffed Crunch Wrap, anyone? Winner, McDonald's. But variety is the spice of life, so let's look at the new guys. Round 4. The Specials. McDonald's has a big menu, but they still make time to introduce new items occasionally. However, most of these are usually variations of existing items in recent years. They've had success offering spicy chicken sandwiches or experimenting with boldly flavored new sauces. The days of bold experiments like Fish McBites or the infamous Hula Burger, and with the McRib making occasional cameos, it seems McDonald's wants to concentrate on a streamlined menu rather than big swings. Taco Bell knows what works, but they are not afraid to experiment. One of the most beautiful things about tacos and burritos is that you can put anything in them, and Taco Bell has embraced that spirit. They're constantly rolling out specials and seasonal items that bring people back to the Bell to try new offerings. Their current menu includes a higher-end Cantina chicken menu, offering a slightly lighter alternative, and they recently brought back their beloved Mexican pizza, one of the quirkiest items on the menu. Winner? Taco Bell. But after a meal like that, you're gonna want something sweet. Round 5. Dessert. McDonald's might not be a dessert shop, but it certainly made an impact on those with a sweet tooth. Long gone are the dry McDonaldland cookies they used to offer, replaced with fresh-baked treats. Even if the ice cream machine is never working, there are sweet and creamy shakes, including the Minty Shamrock Shake, another popular limited-time item that rolls around every St. Paddy's Day. But no sweet item is a better seller than the iconic apple pies. One of the best dessert deals out there, even if they were better fried. Taco Bell might have a smaller dessert menu, but it packs a punch. Taco Bell's most famous dessert is the Cinnamon Twists, a low-cost crispy snack dusted with cinnamon sugar inspired by churros. But recently they've been overshadowed by the more indulgent Cinnabon Delights, a hot cinnamon-flavored treat filled with creamy icing. They're an addictive pastry that's gained a big fan base, but they got a long way to go before they can get the fan base of those apple pies. Winner? McDonald's. Is all this brawling making you thirsty? Round 6. Drinks. Drinks aren't usually at the top of anyone's priority list when they visit a fast food place, but both these mega chains have some big surprises. McDonald's has the standard soda fountain, but in the early 2000s they decided to compete with Starbucks and introduced the McCafe line. Joining the simple black coffee is an elaborate of sweet, hot, and frozen drinks that would make a barista do a double take. So if you need a caffeine fix with your Mickey D's, you are covered. But Taco Bell might just have one neon-colored ace up its sleeve. Taco Bell mostly has a standard drink menu, with the addition of a new frozen treat called the Limonada Freeze. But where it stands out is with its 2 exclusive fountain drink flavors, the brisk Mango Fiesta Iced Tea and the world-famous Mountain Dew Baja Blast. This tropical lime-flavored soda became so popular that it's now available as a can or in energy drinks, but there is literally only one place to get it on tap, and sometimes one item is enough. Winner? Taco Bell. The judges have scored it at 3 each, but let's look at the pocketbook situation. Round 7. Value. Inflation is hitting hard, and that's definitely the case at fast food places. Prices will obviously change by the region, but smaller items like the individual hamburgers and 4-piece McNuggets have nearly doubled in price over the last few years. McDonald's has tried to win back budget-conscious fans by introducing the $5 meal deal for a limited time. This includes a McChicken or a McDouble, plus 4 McNuggets, a small fries, and a drink. It's pretty impressive, but with standard combos with bigger sandwiches quickly approaching the $10 mark, your wallet is taking a hit. And the Bell isn't immune from inflation either. Taco Bell used to be the destination of choice for broke college students, with many small tacos and wraps only going for around $1. Those days are long past, with individual options like the beefy 5-layer burrito now retailing for $4. And if you're going meatless, a bean burrito can still be yours for $1.89. But for those with a big attitude, the Bell has you covered, thanks to the Build Your Own Cravings box, which offers up your choice of 1 specialty item, 1 classic item, 1 side, and 1 drink for only $6, with upgrades available. And that's enough food for 2 or 1 hungry person, we're not judging. Winner, Taco Bell. But let us not forget, the children are our future. Round 8. Family Appeal. There's a reason only one fast food chain was the subject of a John Mulaney comedy bit. Kids love McDonald's. The Happy Meal is by far one of the most iconic kids' meals in the world, and it still comes with toys based on some of the most popular franchises in the world. That being said, the days of McDonald's play places and birthday parties are well over, and most McDonald's today have a far less colorful appearance than they used to, even if kids still do know to chant McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's when they pass the Golden Arches. So has Taco Bell picked up the baton? Mexican food is always going to be a trickier sell to kids who are picky eaters, although Taco Bell's version is far from the most challenging to the palate. But in terms of directly trying to appeal to kids, Taco Bell doesn't. They discontinued their kids meal in 2013 and they don't offer any special promotions or toys. Sorry youngins, this one's for the grown-ups. Winner, McDonald's by forfeit. But what about the faces of these franchises? Round 9. The Mascots. The McDonaldland mascots are incredibly famous, especially if you're a 90s kid. Who doesn't remember the friendly clown Ronald McDonald? Gentle Giant Grimace, the mischievous Hamburglar, oh, and Mayor McCheese and Birdie the Early Bird. The gang's all here. They even had a video game based on them in 1993. But today, they're not really part of the marketing anymore, largely due to McDonald's decision to try to market less to kids due to public concerns over their Happy Meals being too high in calories. And we know you can hear it, Yo quiero Taco Bell. Maybe the biggest viral sensation in fast food history, the Taco Bell Chihuahua was a marketing icon that kicked off in 1997 and took over the advertising world for a few years. Played by Gidget the Chihuahua, she had a huge role in the chain's massive increase in growth. But you won't see her in ads today. In fact, the marketing campaign only lasted 3 years and was pulled partially due to concerns over cultural appropriation and offensiveness. Winner, a draw by forfeit. So it all comes down to the final category. Round 10. Cultural impact. Both of these chains are among the most famous in the United States, with Taco Bell being essentially synonymous with Mexican food in many areas, for good or bad. Words like gordita and chalupa were introduced to the public by the chain. By contrast, McDonald's is a brand in and of itself, more famous than any of its individual items. The Golden Arches are one of the most recognizable icons in the marketing world, and it even had a movie based on the man who turned it into an empire, Ray Kroc. That's something that can't be said about any other fast food chain. Taco Bell is a wildly successful fast food chain, but for many people, McDonald's is fast food. Winner, McDonald's. So the Golden Arches reign supreme, but watch out, there's rumors of a sailor man who wants a brawl, and he's just eating his spinach. Oh wait, wrong Popeyes. Now check out 20 US foods you never knew were illegal to eat, or watch this video instead.